Hey guys, welcome. Sunday chat. It's been a while. What, 2 weeks? I think. I see all you guys in here. I got a 5x5, hopefully, and then I'll go see who all's in here. My usual suspects. I see. I appreciate all of you. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Let me see. Hey everybody. Okay, let me see who I got in here. Grizz, I saw you first. I'm so glad you're here. Hey D, Coffee, Satan Hunter, Thistle Moon, Annette, Steve, how are you? Mary Miles, Huckleberry's in here. It's probably in chat, stop chat somewhere. Hey, oh, that's Grizz again. Well, Woman of Spirit, how are you? Montana Nana, Saffron, I'm glad you're here. Oh, I was reading your thing about the gluten-free. Thank you, Saffron, of 5x5. I'm not sitting here talking to myself because I have done it. The gluten-free bread, Bob Mills, they make a lot of good stuff. I haven't ever tried it. Did you have a problem with gluten, period? Or I know a lot of people who have, they're not like a gluten intolerance, they can do sourdough. My oldest makes everything sourdough. She's a wonderful baker at that, anything, and she can tolerate that, but she can't tolerate regular stuff. So good luck with that. Let us know how it turns out. TT1's in the house. Hey, Sandra R. Random, how are you? Miss Sharon's in charge. Listen to her, all the good YouTube-y stuff to do. She knows better than I do. Week after week. She's been with me to get what? 2.5 years or something like that. She's on it. Sandy S, how are you? If I missed anyone, I am so sorry. Hey, Dusty. Good. I've been watching your videos. Great. Thank you for sharing all that. Wonderful ideas, upgrades, all your stuff. Y'all were doing the things. We've been super busy also. Sandra R. Did I say Sandra R? Come on, my Sandys and Sandras. I appreciate all of you. If I miss you, I'm sorry. I put everything in all caps for me. Hey, Charmaine, how are you? And all the 5x5s, I appreciate it. Hey, Liz, she's a wildflower. How are you? Sweet lady right there. Josh. How are you, Josh? Hey, Michigan. I appreciate you. Robin, how are you? If I miss you again. Laura, hey. Teresa, Yardbirds. Oh, this is the goofball of the crowd right here. He's always in here. I appreciate all you guys. Everybody's here. Everybody. Loving life. How are you? Again, if you got something for me, put it in all caps. I'll get over, and I may still miss it. And if I do, I'm not trying to ignore you. Just throw it back down there. Put a big something emoji, something to get my attention. I'll get over here and get squirrel, and sometimes I just miss it. So what has everybody been up to? I know a lot of people. We're doing stuff nonstop. I had to take a break to come in here to do it because I had to come in here and do this. Last week I wanted to be in here and I got a horrible headache because we had a storm rolling and it just kind of hit me and I just can't function when I get a migraine. But we're a lot. Hey, TJ, we're a lot further south than most of you guys. I know I hear some people were getting like snow or something really far up north. We got a ton of rain yesterday. I think yesterday. But we have stuff all on the ground and popping up and everything's outside going full speed almost, it seems. And all even behind me, you can see seed starter soil, seeds on the heating, little heat pad thing. Just going, we have seeds, we have starter seeds, we have stuff everywhere out in the yard and throughout the house and in the garden. But it's just that time of year where it seems like you're just running full speed. And for the longest time through winter, I'm like, I'm ready for everything to get here. I'm ready for my garden. I'm ready to get going. I'm ready to get things in the ground and ready for things to be coming up and walking through my garden. That's my happy place. And then when it gets here, it's like nonstop. It's just, you're running out of daylight. It seems like a lot of times. Hey, Kevin, anyone I missed, I'm sorry. Snow here. Let's see, Michigan. What did you say? See, I couldn't be up there. See, we're like in the 70s and we got like dare I say, a cold front. It's going to be like 66 high tomorrow. But we've been in the, 60s and 70s. Things are in the ground and going, and I'm extremely happy. Hey, B&B Home, how are you? Yes, that time, right, Dusty? It is. And we got new baby chicks for this year. And I did, because a lot of y'all have been with me. You remember, gosh, how long ago was it? More than a year? 2 years ago? where we lost all our flock. We lost chickens and our turkeys to a fox all in one swoop, one night. I've never had that happen. We did just get some turkeys. So we're going to do turkeys again. We haven't had turkeys in several years since that happened. And we got a couple new baby chicks. So I mean, everything's going, and we got a lot of farm animals do this spring and summer. Our baby donkey, our goat's pregnant. I got a pregnant cow. Everybody's due. I think about beginning of April through June. We got lots of farm babies coming. That's an exciting time of year. I'm excited for all that, and we're just busy. So the other people, Colorado pack rat prepper, welcome. More snow. That's crazy to me, but it's whatever you're used to. I say that all the time, and like whatever your people are used to. Then a lot of people say I couldn't live where it's so hot. Yeah, I get that way. Come hard summer in the South. It gets rough. Montana Nana, I see your weather. That's crazy. Oh, all the bees. Yeah, we got the bees and the different swarm traps and just different things. Huckleberries, the expert nights, the bee whisper. All our citrus. We have citrus trees. We have fruit trees all in our backyard and citrus trees, and they are covered. They're all over that, and they smell wonderful. But I think that is messing with my sinuses. All the citrus is blooming. Like everything's blooming. Everything's blooming. There's pollen all over everything in the cars, which is kind of I guess it's about this time, but it started in February, which is a little tad bit early here, but not bad. So, we're just 20. Oh, let me see what Dusty's got. You have incubators. Oh, feed them. Okay. All the little things. We have a hard time not a hard time keeping them around, but like I said, a lot of people know I have a special needs kiddo, and all the farm animals, noises from farm animals do not bother him, but roosters bother him. I mean, donkeys and the cows and all the other turkey, nothing but the roosters. So I don't keep roosters, and so I have to. And that I know you got, but that family first. That's the way it's got to go. Got to compromise. So this year, I don't get them every year. I don't get birds every year like laying hens. But it was time to start. Let's have some coming up from my other ones that I have. But, that's just hey, T-Paul, if I missed you, it's still cold for you. I hear a lot of people are still really cold. And then, we're out here doing it feels like summer to us, I guess, for some of y'all, how it feels here right now. A lot of people, mostly here, I think it's in April. A lot of people I have been talking to and sending me things. It's in April. I think that kind of seems around about. Some people say May. If I miss you, hey Pilgrim, if I've missed you, I'm sorry, because I see people, and then sometimes I'm like, y'all are always here for me, and so sometimes I see you in here, and I'm like, I can't remember if it was this time or last week. 40s and 60s, spring. Oh, Illinois, that's what. All the bulbs. Hey, Rip. I always enjoy seeing all my people in here. Constitutional Carpenter, how are you? If I've missed it, 56. Oh, 56 in the building. I see what you're saying. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you guys. Been with me for a long time. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and say there's some, I put my thumbnail up and my email started going off. Hey, Crystal, my email started going off. What is this? What are you talking about? And then I got screenshots when it was circled. So let's talk about all of that and those who noticed. I have kind of been, that's okay, Crystal. I appreciate it. I don't know. I kind of stepped back and kind of got to be still and, wait for God. And because there was some of this pull I started feeling probably the last couple of weeks. It's kind of been building on and off. Nothing's happened. It's not to do with you guys, regular things like that. And I just thought, because I was making like footage, like just different things around the homestead, the farm, and different things. And then it would be like, don't post that. Don't put that out there. Let me explain. Not you guys, not my regular subs. That's not what I'm saying. There is a time where all of us have talked about different things where we said, all of and everyone's is going to be different. It depends on where you live at, what you're surrounded with, what's going on in your life, on. There may be times where it says to kind of go gray man. Now, gray man can be a lot of different things. It could be like, hey, I'm in the middle of the city, something happened, and I need to get home and I need to fit in so I don't stick out and get it on my target. We know all that. And then there's times I think also that with the way things are in the world. Now, let me go and put this out there. Don't even pop up in there and say, oh, we're all on a list. Yeah, we sure are. I've been on one for a long time before I was up on here. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, people aren't going to know. It's just that sometime more recently, I just kind of felt like, is it time to not show everything that we have in doing on our farm that anybody on the internet, here on these YouTube streets, World Wide Web, everything else can see? Is that knowledge that doesn't need to be out there? I started having that strong feeling. And I'm not sure why. There was nothing particular that happened. It was not an incident or anything like that. It was just one of those things that I felt like strongly. And I've been praying about it. I would do content because I want to share. Hey, you guys, we have this comfortable part like this, and these are my subs. But it goes way further out than what just my comfortable subs that I'm used to you guys, and you are used to me, and there we have that YouTube relationship back and forth, and we share. There was just that feeling of the way things are going in the world. Remember, I've been talking about for a while. There's a lot of things that are coming. They're passing these ridiculous law things that they're sliding in 2024. Some of them went in effect February 1st. There was different things like that, and there's things that are coming in that have a lot to do with homesteading, livestock, raw milk, eggs, all these trigger things I may get a strike for. That you're just like, you worry about you, let me do me, and everything else. I don't know. There was just something that I didn't feel like everything needed to be out. But then my channel has always been based on, I do natural stuff, which is you have no idea behind the scenes and the things that are coming out, how hard they're going after that. It's not going to be any kind of joke. I'm talking about legalities of stuff like that. So there's things I had to tone back. And then so I thought, things homesteading and being self-sufficient and how we do natural living and our animals and our gardening and everything that goes underneath that. I just started feeling, because like I said, I was making content. I was making content out and around and sharing and asking questions, and how I do laid back type stuff. I did not have peace about it. I mean, so much so that I had I downloaded on the computer, edited everything, and then I was like, I got up and deleted it from my computer. I just have that. So I'm never going to be, and I never have been. You guys who have been with me, I've never been where I'm just going to make a video just to put content out. I always said, God put me on this path. Where's Josh? He's still in here. He's to blame for this too. Him and PIA. That, I prayed about, because I was like, I'm not going to be up on there and do this. And I want to know part of it. And then God put me on this path, on this platform for a reason. And I felt like I've done that, and I wanted to help. And the natural things I got out were to help. That was my goal. That was kind of my mission. I felt led to do that. And things are getting scaled back. There's things like Josh, I see you. There's things that we've been saying this. A couple of us, we kept bringing, and we would notice that we would talk to each other, a couple of us creators, and I'd say, we're not getting smacks anymore for things. They're letting a lot slide, things they would never not even a hint of it slide. They were letting it slide. And that kind of became a red flag to us. That was kind of like, well, why are they doing that? Why are they letting so much over the top slide go on? And then I wouldn't get hits like that, but then I would have things that they wouldn't even let me upload. It would just say, you can upload it. They would remove it. It wouldn't even let certain things, triggers would go on. So I thought, okay, well, I'm not getting this, a strike for that, and being and all that mess that goes with it. it's just different. There's those things that you have to pay attention to being in this seat over here and watching. So with that, and I just had that uneasy feeling about things. I don't want to get up here and stay and just say, I'm here just to be up here and put out content for, that just so I put out content. It has to have some type of passion and meaning and God led and helpful stuff or something behind it. You see what I'm saying? So I've been wrestling with that. I've missed a ton of chat. If I've missed anything directly to me, please put it back down. Things are just getting weird and over the top, but then there's that thing. It's not like anything or anyone is running me off. It's not like, oh, I'm scared and I think I'm just going to stay off a list and run and hide. It's not about that. It's just one of those things that maybe the way things are going, maybe it's just a season that God's saying, just, you need to, focus on things. I don't know. Right. I mean, I really don't know. And I owe y'all, I would never just ghost and off and go MIA, not keep you guys up to speed about things, what's going on. But that's kind of where I've been. And I want to catch up and chat real quick because I've missed the whole, hey, Pat Butler, anyone's come in, I'm sorry if I've missed you. I've been just rambling. I see, Dusty, you completely understand. I don't know. Some other creators or do things. Do you ever have that kind of that feeling about like, sometimes and it's not, and it wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like, oh, here's my, coordinates and location and everything like that. It wasn't like that. It was just something about was like, and it wasn't so much like a sub thing. It was so much like them, when we say them, right? Doesn't need to be video content proof of everything we have and everything we're doing. That's just what has kind of come on me. And yeah. Oh, yours was last year. And maybe it's a season. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm kind of being, staying in prayer and I'm kind of still doing things. Hey, Pat, you were having issues? Oh, okay. Springtime. Yeah, it is crazy time. Yeah, that gut feeling. I don't know. And I stay in prayer and then, I was praying because I was like, we kind of wrestled with that. I was kind of back and forth about how, because I'm not gonna lie, there was a sense of relief and then there was a sense of sadness and it would kind of go back and forth with me. And I was dealing with that. And I was talking to my trusted people and I've been praying about it. And then there was a lot of things that started coming up, just kind of coming to me. If I would open something, it would just be like a verse or something. I was like, wait a minute. I felt like I was getting a lot of confirmation. Like, don't put that up. Don't do that. Don't put all that out there. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, that's not what this is about. It's not about that. It's just different. Yes, something. Yeah, absolutely, Grizz. Grizz. I don't know. Something just seems. Yeah. Oh, I would never do that. I would never show all my. I would never be one to. And everybody's, and y'all know me. Y'all know me. I'm big on. And I'm not saying this about everyone else or anyone else does he feel this way or y'all need to do this. I'm not. Even like when other people show their stuff, I would never personally show and do a walkthrough of my preps or fully go all out and talk about everything. I put a lot of information out there. And I'm still cautious about how I do things and how I word things. It's just, I appreciate all you guys for understanding. So I don't know where it's at. It's not like I'm closing the channel and deleting everything. Cause what's out there is out there. I mean, that is what it is. That's not going to change it. It's hard to explain, but yes, something just feels weird about 2024 and some of the things they are implementing and things that are going on that I really felt like, God saying that, don't do that. Don't put that out there. Because then there are things that, you guys, you get kind of tunnel vision in that thing. Like, these are my subs. They've been for a long time and I want to share with them and they share with the rest of us. And I'm excited about something like we got new farm babies. If we had something born, livestock and things like that, or, hey, this is doing great in the garden, different things, you get caught in that. But it's way beyond just my regular subs. You see what I'm saying? That something's going on. Yeah. I mean, most of y'all I know can get it. There's so many things. I mean, let's just, and this doesn't really have anything to do with what I'm talking about, but, and I see I'm way behind, but I'm trying to make sure hey, Tiger, how are you? Anyone else I missed? Your first third. Hey, hey, it's on him. Hey, for real. And then I saw his little post a while ago. Yeah, Josh, I saw it. Don't let her go. Yeah, he's the reason I came up here and started it. And he's like, no, I can't leave. I don't know what it is. I think I want to always remain authentic and true, and have a purpose, a useful purpose that I'm actually teaching or helping, or God has me do something, or like the spiritual stuff that me and Josh will do. It has to be something like that, and not just I'm up here just to throw out content to say I have a video up. That's just not me. I'm not saying anything about anyone else. I'm just saying that's how I work. That's how I feel. That's how it was from the beginning of me doing all this. I don't know. I don't know 100%. I'm not going to take and delete everything and just close it off. I just don't know where to go with things, because I kind of feel like where how I am and what I do, my little niche of different things is, an absolute no. And there's different things that are going on. For instance, what's the little thing they're coming out and saying? We can't call them illegal aliens, migrants. There's all these lists of things we cannot say. You can't say that. Okay. They have to be called newcomers, and something else. I can't remember what the other one was. But so now, we may not always like what people say, because that goes both ways, back and forth. But the freedoms are getting stripped away more and more, and the way that they roll it out, it isn't going to be like it was in World War II and other places. But look at other countries like the Red Dragon and everything. That's all coming. Nothing's going to, that is my humble opinion. Nothing is going to stop what God said was going to happen and come upon, and all these things that we're seeing are unraveling. I'm not saying that. Something in me just says to lay low, maybe? I don't know. Absolutely. Hey, Kelly. Hey, the Watchman, how are you? I see a lot of different things you're putting up there. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in the embassies, and I don't know. Yeah, she's a wildflower. So I owed you guys, I felt, to tell y'all what's going on. And I'm not really 100% sure what to do. That could be frustrating, because sometimes it's like, I'll just write a note on a brick and throw it at me. So I just know, so we're clear. What do you want? What's going on? What do I need to do? It doesn't always come that way. I do know I've had for sure feelings when I've made good content. It wasn't anything, over the top that would have been, it was just like, it really had to do, and it almost felt like, and this is a family farm, and, my mama passed, and this, she on this farm and everything. There was also that sense of, a different sense of protection over the farm. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't want to I don't know how to explain it. Whether it's people are just trolling, and that just comes with this territory, or something else. It was just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I thank you, Random. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's times that we have to be still and be quiet, and there's other times. Yeah, I don't know. We're all on all kinds of things, and we should be. Hey, G. Merkel, how are you? Yeah, Sheila. Speaking of that, let me tell you a little bit about livestock things that have been going on. I have been reading, because I'm part of that kind of community about livestock and everything, outside of YouTube, and then some on and everything. There's a lot of different things coming out. And you have to go looking, because they don't put it on mainstream stuff, right? That there's a lot of dairy farm and meat cattle and stuff like that. They're saying it's time to sell, and they're flat out saying we're getting offered more for them to sell out to them than we are if we kept doing our business like usual. Now, me, I would be stubborn enough to say I don't care, and I understand they have to make a living and they get squeezed out. I understand how that works. There's a lot they're selling out, and they're saying, and we've been seeing that. We've been seeing that different farmers. Remember when they were tearing up all their crop and getting rid of it because they were getting paid more to destroy it than they were to sell it, and they're big farmers, right? I'm seeing that more and more. I will say cattle is big time on the radar. There are proof videos, things going out, information coming that I'm getting a hold of and sent to me that people are going to like livestock auctions. I've gotten animals way back when we had our horse ranch stuff. I've gotten livestock auctions. I've gotten things. And there's careful techniques you do about that stuff also. That's farm life. That they said there's big wigs showing up. They have no idea who they are. They'll have 5-10 trailers exactly the same, and they'll buy every cattle from under, like nobody can touch the amount that they're paying for it at some auctions, different places across the U.S. So you see what I'm saying? Remember when they were putting out that thing, they wanted people to register their gardens and stuff as well? I don't know. And then they go after backyard chickens and gardens and cattle and everything else. It's just, I don't know. I like Josh, and I've always said, many of us have always said, it's something we've constantly I talk about is praying for that discernment. And I really had that feeling like, that gut feel. See, a lot of y'all are talking about that gut feeling. Is sometimes you like, you want to press against it. Like, is this just, what is this? That uneasy feeling, like Dusty just said. But then I also know if I push against, when I have something laid on me that hard and I stay in prayer and I know that I'm like, okay, this is of God, and I push against that, I am going to reap what I sow on that. I strongly believe that. Now, it isn't a fearful feeling. Like, it's not somebody's scaring me away from this, or it's not. It's just one of those, it's almost like a warning coming kind of thing. And I never have, you don't tell it all anyways and show everything that you have and everything you're doing anyways. I don't know. It's just weird. So I'm not sure where to go. That's right. Yard birds, truly. So I don't know. And I'm open to listen to what y'all have to say as well. Cause as soon as I scheduled that today's live, and I knew, and I put up there, I was like, hey, this is kind of where it's going on. I don't know. Is this goodbye? I don't know if God's saying, and I said it from day one. If y'all have been with me, and I've said it many times, I said, I got on this path because God put me on this path, and I didn't want to do it. And he was like, yes, you are. And I was like, okay. And then it's been like, over 2 years. And I said I would go until God said that was enough, or told me to stop. And I haven't felt that way. And there was times I wanted to be done, because YouTube can drain the life out of you in different ways. There was times I wanted to be done, and he was like, no, you're not. I need you to get this out. I need you to do this. This is somebody out there. I have no idea probably who it was, needed something that he worked through me, and it reached them. And I'm grateful for that. And I always want to be that vessel to do that. I just don't know. Something is just different. So I kind of felt like, well, if I can't do the natural stuff, because that's, oh my gosh, that's awful, right now. And that's why I felt like for a while, I was like putting out videos, like rapid fire to get things out, because I wanted to help people, and I wanted them to have, even if they didn't do it, you do what's best for you, always be safe. But I want people to have alternative information, because I know what's coming, and I've known for a while, and it has been going on. And that preventive stuff, and how, what I do. So that, and then the homesteading, self-sufficiency, natural living, your food, growing your stuff, the animals, all. I'm like, what's left for me to do? Well, what am I doing then? Because that's just that's just who I am and what I'm trying to share and help people with, and gain myself being looking after things. So I'm way behind in chat. Sorry, guys. But what do y'all think? See, somebody has a link. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I know. And where you been? You been kind of MIA. You want me to put you up in the seat beside me so we can talk about that? Mm-hmm. Hey, AR. Low. If I've missed anyone, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Oh, of course. And you can tell when you've been in this long enough, you can tell there's things I'll get up in. I'm like, not today, alphabet boys. Not today. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. But I will keep y'all, even when I have to talk and coach, y'all know how we have to kind of dance around those minefields. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. He's not having it. But where's he been? Oh, look at this stranger.
Yeah. I was pressure washing the driveway. Yeah. Man, you can't go nowhere.
Casey can't go nowhere. See, he was the problem a long time ago. Now look.
Fam, y'all know she can't go nowhere.
We've talked a lot. Before I came up here, we've talked, and I'm like, hey, this is what's going on. What am I supposed to do with this? Pray with, TT1, where are you at? Miss Sharon. I'm like, there's just a lot. I don't know. I guess I kind of feel, because I will always be authentic, and this just what it is. What you see is what you get, and this is what I'm doing. I don't know. It's like, well, if I can't do any of that, what am I supposed to do? Why am I up here then?
Man, but Casey, you have when I do stuff, I just ramble. I just rant and ramble. But you have actual information. What you're talking about. You know what I mean?
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, kind of sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I see you guys over here if I've missed anything. I know. I mean, I'm kind of just, I don't know. And then, before it got to this point, I started seeing the shift. And there's maybe people out, not you guys in here, but there's people out there, you step on your toes about things. But there was times of frustration where you feel as a creator, we start seeing that shift. And this is spiritual end times. We've talked about this before. I'm like, people don't want to be, they want to be educated or helped or learn or do different things. Or if it's spiritual or natural, they want to be entertained. And we start seeing that more and more and more.
Yeah.
And I will not play that game. I will never play that game in part to be that, or I'm chasing numbers or something like that, or I just won't. I'll always be authentic and what I'm here to do and help in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And, what do you think?
I will say, it really does feel like we're in the days of Noah. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Early Sodom and Gomorrah. The society, like you said, a lot of channels, the YouTube streets, things are changing a lot. And when I pray about things, just me, when I pray about things, it's funny how I get confirmation from other channels, just bigger channels, random channels, talking about
God will work through you like that. And you'll be like, oh, I sent you a couple things. I was like, this is confirmation. And you're like, I'll just wait on it. And I'm like, this is confirmation. I'm done.
Seriously.
I have been getting that.
Yeah.
Things would pop up. Random, different places, weird things.
Mm-hmm.
Just open. But God will do that. He'll just throw a street sign in front of you and be like, did y'all see that?
Mm-hmm. Discernment.
And I told you about content I was doing. So much so I was like, no, I'm not going to upload it. Maybe it's not the right time. Or I'd kind of sit on it and be up there. It's been up there for 2 weeks. And I told you, I was like, one night I got up and it's in the evening. I was like, I got up and went to and I deleted it off it was edited, ready to go. And I deleted it.
I've been doing a lot of that too. I did a 20-minute video the other day, spiritual stuff, and I thought it was good. And I don't know, it's sitting in all I have to do is put what is it, from private to public?
Public.
And I'm probably not going to do it. I don't know why. Something's changing,
and I can't explain it. And that's why I'm I'm probably just rambling up here, but it's I don't even put it into words the feeling of it. I'm talking. I've been praying a lot about it. talking to Huckleberry, talking to you, Miss Sharon. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what to do with this, but I know I don't have peace about it, and that was my first in things. Like I don't have peace about it, which is
Yeah.
weird because I haven't had that. I've had times like I'm sick of this. We go through that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been big channels when I first started. They were like, if you haven't wanted to quit, and I won't drop their name because I haven't asked him, but he told me early on, he was like, if you haven't wanted to quit as a creator, at least 10 times, you
Oh,
haven't been
yeah.
doing it long enough, it's coming. And which is true. And it is the ups and downs, and you learn. And then the longer you do it, you're just things that early on the first year bother you or stress you, they just don't. But this is different. It's not that way.
Yeah.
Nothing, just it's not that way.
I'll tell you another thing for me, because I'm kind of like tapering off just a little bit. Like I said, things are changing. There's
Right.
actually National Guard in New York subways
I
checking
know.
people, American citizens checking their purses and their
Bags,
wallets and stuff.
everything. They have them all
Yeah.
set up. So, well, it's just not just National Guard. It's also some other units, right? I can't really
Yeah.
remember how. Like, I don't want to misspeak, but I was like, me and you were talking about, and I'm like, isn't that kind of going to that's like a soft ML?
Come on.
I mean, that's like that. That's like easing it in so it doesn't look so abrupt. See, I think
Yep.
that's what we're going to do because they've learned from history. Just go back to WW2. That's the thing. I'm like, they learned because it was too over the top. It was too quick. It was too harsh and brass. And they're like, no, we just
Yep.
scale it in differently. We'll keep them distracted. We'll feed them different things, and they're doing that. Which we see between all the bread and
Yeah.
circus, the smoke screens, and all that different things. But I don't know. I don't know. I just know that it was a Holy Spirit type feeling that said,
Yeah.
don't do that. And I thought, there's nothing in it. Like I was giving my coordinates. What is this? Type of things I've shown before. It's just a larger form. And I was just like, don't do that.
But Casey, look, anybody on the planet that just so happens to find anybody's channel on YouTube, they have access to, you've been on 2 years, right?
Over 2 years, about 2.5 years.
They'll have access to 2 years of information that you've been giving out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's there.
Hey,
That's what I said. That's there.
yeah. Yeah. Who said it? Pilgrim said it. He can feel something coming.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying.
It is. It is. And this is actually part of my plan as far as being preparedness. I always said in the very beginning that there's going to come a point in time where I'm going to start tapering off. It's part of my plan,
Right.
from my kind of sort of survival.
Right.
It's, you know what I mean? It's just like I got a bug out bag and some other stuff. It's part of that plan.
Yeah, I felt like that. I knew that I would go when God said that's enough. And I've been saying
Yeah.
that. And it may
Yeah.
be one time that I'm kicking and screaming like, no, everything's going great. I'm doing. He may say, I don't care. I'm done.
Yeah.
Just like when I didn't want to get on here. He said, yeah, you are. And the times I wanted to quit, he's like, no, you're not. And that's just, I went on Robin Taylor. Do you think there will be an election? No.
Here we go.
Open it up, right? No, I can't see that it coming to pass that way. I really can't. I think it's all theatricals going on anyways. And it's creates more division and distractions and all that chaos it's creating. But no, not that we know how elections to be. No, I don't think so.
Hey, you think they gave him something to get the State of the Union address?
On B12.
Something. I was like, wait. I was like, is this AI? Wait, what's going on? Weird. Yeah.
And then you could tell it started tapering off. I didn't watch it. You saw a clip. I was like, oh, that's wearing off. You probably got somebody underneath the podium being like, he needs another injection. Here we go.
Yeah, Ivy, he's hooked up.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm saying though. Like things are being implemented. Things are happening now.
Yeah.
Before they were just talking about it, but we're actually seeing things. National Guard on the southern border and in New York City. The immigrants are everywhere. Not saying it's it just is what it is. Even abroad, they just talk about the F-35s now getting the go ahead to carry tactical nukes. Things are being implemented now. So we're at the point where we're seeing things really start to maneuver. They're not just talking about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And something's going to go left before this election. Something major will.
It has to.
Yeah.
not going to let it happen. Because it's not in their game plan. It's not in their moves. They're gonna feed it full force up until then. The masses thinking that they're going to have something to do, but they'll do something. You remember, because we were like, "Oh, is this going to be another, civil war? They're going to create that." I think they're absolutely wanting to. We've been saying that for a long time. It's going to be civil war, WW3 at the same time. They are absolutely pushing and poking every area they can to make it pop off everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, my thing is, like I said, it's part of my preparing this plan to actually start tapering off how much of myself I'm putting out there in information, because seriously, as far as there can really come a point in time where what the law that they passed with the immigrants now, where they can do the checks to see if people are illegal or not, like just random check, no cause. They can just, hey, I need to see your identification. Who's to say? And we talked about this, but who's to say, not now, but when things tick up closer towards the election, things really start to kind of go off the chain. When they start checking IDs, who's to say that they won't be like, oh, Casey Littlewell, well, hold on for a sec. Can you step to the side for a second? And then they pull up. Yeah. AI, whatever they got going on. They pull up all of these buzzwords and keywords from videos from the last 2.5 years. I said, wait a minute, hold on.
Who are you hanging out with? Oh, you're watching it and you're following? I saw you commenting over here when they were talking about this certain thing that's against the law now.
Right.
That's out there. And Teresa, you asked, no, I will not delete my old content. I always pray that somebody will get a hold of it. Could have been something I did 2 years ago that is needed. I will leave that up because it's already out there. It's not going to make any difference to delete it. I mean, we talk about this all the time. When we sit in this seat, when we put our face up there and we put all this stuff, we put a huge target on ourselves in so many different ways. It'll be up there. Now, I can't say that they won't take things down. That's coming. They do it all the time.
Yeah, they do.
But no, I'm not going to delete it like that. And that's why I said I want to talk to you guys today. And I've been praying on it, just talking Josh of like, you pray about this. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, and getting scripture and Miss Sharon and TT1. I've been like, because I don't know. I just knew I haven't had a peace about things.
Hey, let's throw it to the chat. Let's throw it to the chat.
What do you say? You all know Josh gonna be putting chat on the feed.
Come on, let's put these beautiful minds together. What should she do, y'all? Come on. What should she do? Should she like keep the content like strictly to like, I don't know, what you do best, which is like remedies and like health and what do you guys think? Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all in the preparedness community. So, let's throw some ideas together. We got to keep her in the mix, y'all. She can't just dip. I'm going to tell you, she can't. You got too much, Casey. You can't dip.
Knocking on my door. No. Sit in that chair and turn that camera on.
They be like, Josh, do you know Casey Littlewell? I'll be like, who?
Yeah, because he will start. He'll be like, I don't.
No.
I don't know who that is. Somebody must have made that fake account. That's not me.
I got you. There's a few that I'm going down for if I have to. Trust me. I got you.
Yeah.
There has to, yeah. The spiritual stuff we do, I love it. We got to figure something out, Casey.
Yeah, I'll always do spiritual stuff because I'll never deny that. If I was up on the chopping block, I'd say, okay, well, it'll be over in a blink, but I know where I'm at. I'm not going to deny that. I will never deny that. I will always do that part. That doesn't scare me as much as whatever. All this other stuff that they're coming after. I think the other part is, I don't know. It's a weird
they're tapping in
or feeling of like not the farm stuff.
You're tapping in remedies.
Oh, I'm like way up here in chat. Sorry, guys.
Really?
That's how I do. Nothing's changed. Okay, this is still how it is on Sunday. I'm like, I'm way up here.
Casey needs to do what she feels is best for her and her family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow your gut. Health Bible.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been saying that in here. A lot of people have been feeling it, but also, I think I had said that to several of my my regular people. I had said a lot of things seem to be a little bit low key.
Like what?
Yeah, your papers, please. There's gonna be a lot of that.
Huh?
But I just know that they came up. I knew when I started this 2 years ago, when I was still working in the medical field, way back then. Hey, Shannon, how are you? Anyone
What's
I've missed,
happening?
I'm so sorry. I see you, Amy, all of you. I see you guys. I appreciate you dearly. That was a no-no. You didn't do that. You didn't, but not to the point that it is now about natural stuff, holistic,
Mm,
natural, naturopathic, herbalist stuff, all the things, all the things I do, been doing. That's why I try to do a lot of things more on a local level, and you know, not so broadcasted. Um, but yeah, that's true, Miss Sharon. There are a lot of people. I mean, we've seen some channels. I'm like, I would be though. They'd put me under the YouTube jail if I said some of these things. And
yeah.
then there's other things I think, oh, they're just collecting. So they're just making my
Yeah.
case even bigger. They're collecting everything.
Yeah. Yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, Josh, you said screw the government 363 times. And I'm
And
like,
you've
I
been
don't
on
remember
her
once.
channel more than any other creator,
Yeah.
sir. What do you have to say about your connection?
Yeah. We're done for.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The MDJ Coda on that platform. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you before. But I
Uh-huh.
have. You've been up here. I'm sorry if I've missed you. I see a lot of people. Yeah, I always pray for a hedge of protection. And I always pray, God, if God tells me to do it, He's gonna see me through it. He's gonna give me a protection that I don't know about. We've said that numerous times. And that's why I also know when He has said, don't do that. Don't put that
Mm,
out there. And I mean, there's
gotcha.
that thing. It's that thing is like, oh, I want to share this with them. I got this with livestock and different farm animals and different gardening and different things going on. But then there's points I say, it came to a point where something was like, and when I say not everyone's business, well, I mean, there's certain people who are, on our channels that, they're, just trolling and stuff. But then they're beyond that. I just
Yeah.
thought that doesn't need to, all that, it's not everyone's business. And that knowledge doesn't need to be out there.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yardbirds
I
is
can't always explain it, but that's just where it is.
yeah. He always kills me. Yardbirds. Look, and this okay, so
It's
this
just you being in here, Yardbird. Probably all of us, anyone that knows you.
Casey, look, y'all are playing seriously. But
That's
when this really happens, when I'm sitting in like some cell with the rest of y'all, it's not gonna be happy-go-lucky Josh. I'm gonna be kicking and screaming and
Like, you're threatening me to do this
told
stuff.
y'all. Now look at us. We're all stuck in here. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
Probably. I mean, there's going to be times, but I guess I'm always like, even when this thing's been going on, I've been kind of torn. I was like, God, have I done what you wanted me to do?
Yeah.
Did I set out and I do what I was supposed to do? And I do. And then I kind of felt emotional. I even told you that. I was like, I just feel like, did I reach and did I do enough to help people in 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Did I? Because that was my thing. Because I do worry about people. I want people to be okay, and I want them to have enough knowledge for being able to take care of themselves. And more importantly, you and I, so much, all the spiritual stuff we did.
Oh yeah.
God, I hope if I reach more than anything physically, natural medicine stuff, I pray that I've reached people's souls on this platform because it does go way far out.
Yeah. That surpasses anything for me. Yeah, that whole deal, the spiritual thing. Because look, even if we're all on a list and we all get thrown someplace together, hopefully, I don't know, I won't be alone. I'll be with you guys. But
Yeah.
the spiritual work, that's the one thing that I know above all else is that as long as it's spiritual, it's biblical, we're helping people for what comes next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that the reward is going to be 10 times greater than anything that any physicality can be thrown at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because we're still in the flesh, and there's that point where you're like, nah, it's time. Because I think we're all going to come to a point, and it's all going to be different for all of us when you're like, okay, it's time to go gray man. Now, that may be in a physical aspect of where you are in your town or different things like that, or your neighborhood or your whatever. And then other thing, this is a different sense. And I really didn't think about that so much as I did the actual, things hit and I was in town and I got to blend in to get through there to get back to safety. I didn't think about that as much as I did on here. I just knew I would go until it was time to stop. And I knew that I put a different target, but I also knew God would see me through and give me a different protection because I was doing His will.
Yeah.
But something, you're right, Miss Sharon, they wouldn't.
What's she
I'm gonna
say?
say she's got to be in here with me, be in the same cell.
Hey, I'll be all right. Like
Yeah,
we could sit there, I cross my legs with a cup of coffee, and we could just have conversations about all this. I'll be all right.
exactly. I agree with this. This is true Yardbirds. This is for you. He'll
Yeah, I
burn up.
believe it.
He'll roast everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another thing for me is on the spiritual side of things, the algorithm is just it's so weird. It's crazy. Like you said, some channels can do certain things and get pushed, other channels can't.
Mhm.
And so I see a lot of, like, seriously, a lot of channels that I watch are telling people, look, the rapture is imminent. Whether the whole rapture thing. Tribulations is coming. We're in the days of Noah. We're in the end times. Please get your Bible, hit your knees, pray,
Yeah.
find Jesus. Da, 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 da. It's evident things are really moving in that direction, and I want to get on that bandwagon. But I'm telling you, it's just like something inside of me it says, like you've when I tell
Maybe
you it's time, then it's time. But right
yeah,
now,
because I
just
mean, you and I have talked about that. We don't, like I said, I don't just do content to have content.
yeah,
That's just me. That's just me. That's how I do things. If something gets laid on me sometimes, and then sometimes I'm like, back. And I'm like, I feel the need that this needs to get out. Somebody needs to hear this. It could be natural medical stuff. It could be the spiritual side. It could be things like that, and I'll get it out. And then there's other times I'm like, how we say our downloads, right? Nothing's been laid on me that I need to put out there.
gotcha.
And then when I was making content around here and sharing things going on and what we had and what we were doing and different, I felt fine when I was making the content.
Yeah,
But then I was like, I was like, did you really let me like edit this and everything and then tell me no? Like,
yeah.
really? I mean, were you busy or?
Maybe it's just for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I don't know, and if he, lights a fire under me, it's like, it's go time. Now you need to say this and do this and get it all out there. And then I'll do
Yeah.
that too, because I think it's about obedience in that sense.
Gotcha.
Not for ourselves. You and I have been talking about, there's different spiritual things that, we can do and need to do at different times when it's laid on us to do so. I don't know. It's odd, but a lot of people are saying, reading this in here, a lot of people are saying, a lot of you guys are saying, yeah, I've been feeling that too. I think I'm just getting up here and sitting in the seat and saying it.
Casey, the world is changing. Like,
Rapidly.
you can see the change. People are changing. Yeah. Society is changing. I stay in the house. I've stayed in the house for a while now, but seriously, it's just trouble outside.
It is. In all levels of trouble.
Yeah. It's crazy. People want to be entertained.
Step up.
Yeah.
We said that was going to step up because in times, I mean, it's like that rapid thing. But man, we were talking before. We're in that time. I think it's that great deception, the great falling away of different things. We're like, wait, what person did what?
Yeah.
What they changed with this, or what? A lot of people are going to fall into the deceptions of things.
Yeah.
Or the traps. The traps and the deception is, there's that overlap, but I think it's you can see it, and so I do encourage people to step back a little bit and pause on certain things, not being reactive, and just be careful more and more everywhere.
Yeah, Satan Hunter, stop it! I am not an agitator. Yeah, no, seriously, Casey, I'm enjoying the quietness. Yeah. Like even when I'm driving, like I used to watch a lot of other channels. I used to watch a lot of like prepping channels and now if it's not like some type of spiritual something, then it's just silence. It's just me talking to God.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess that's where I'm supposed to be at. So that's when I spend a lot of just pressure washing the driveway, and I'm scrubbing this thing, and I'm just talking with God. I'm like,
I am constantly, and I've always kind of been that, way, just little things that you don't even, people like, it's nothing fancy, just a conversation. It's just a conversation. It doesn't even have to be, but you have those, and even like our springtime preps that we're doing, the garden, the self-sufficiency things, we're doing all that full speed, all that's going on. But it is a different quietness. And the thing is this, like, because how many else, you get in the car, you turn on the radio, that's your quiet. Oh, that's my song, or you're just kind of feeling music. I have gotten to where I'm like turning it off. I'm like like quietness. It's like certain things are I don't know how to explain it. It is, and I think that, but see, I am taking that as, okay, he's really, really trying to get our attention.
Yes.
He's like, I'm telling you right now, like, no, you turn the radio off. We got to talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lay this feeling, no distractions. Do this, do that. But the things that a lot of us in here, Dusty, different bunch of people, all of us. I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot, but there's a lot of things, us who are going full speed and doing all these, homesteading type preps. I've said that before. I said, I look at this around me and I think this is how this is going to keep us survival.
Seriously. The quietness. I was driving one day, just going in between, work, and there was a park. And I didn't have the radio on. Like, I was legitimately just thinking, talking, and like just got the little. I looked up at the park and the sky was just so beautiful. I was just, let me pull over for a second. Literally, I had 5 minutes. I got out and I just sat in the grass. I'm serious. I got out and I just sat in the grass in between the chaos of having to be at this person's house in 10 minutes. And the quietness made me just think. It brought me back to gratitude. It was like,
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm gonna miss this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss the because we know what's coming, but I'm gonna miss the quietness. They were like the birds, just I guess looking for worms, and then there was like the mom with the 2 kids on the jungle gym over there, and the sky was blue and it was quiet and a breeze, and
the things
it was
we
perfect.
take for granted, the simple things, and I think, well, look back in history. If you can't imagine it in this day and age, how it's going to be, things that were just taken away. It wasn't peaceful surroundings.
Right.
It's going to be stripped away. It's sad, but it says it's coming. And everyone at different places, yes, it's going to be different depending on where you're at different timing and things like that. I understand. But even if you're not in somewhere where it's right in your front door, the knowledge of what's going on, or communications are down, and that stress load that's on you, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, man. We're in the mix. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. We are in the mix. Hey, can I talk about?
Go ahead.
Nah, what I was gonna say is totally off subject. It's just totally off.
That's fine. I like that. You're so random about things.
I think I called you and told you though. What? Seriously. All right. So I do the home health, the physical therapy thing, right? And I think I called you and told you because I was in such shock.
Yeah.
Rip.
Oh, yeah, you told me. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rip, you're gonna love this one, man. Yeah, so I've been working with this guy for a couple of weeks, and I don't know how we got to talking about pews, and he goes, oh man, I love him. And this guy, he didn't even seem like the type of guy that Rip. He didn't he knew nothing about firearms, and he was like, oh, let me show you something. Let me show you what I got from work. I was like, okay, all right. So he runs in the back and he comes back with he's got a bug out bag. It's got the little patch on the front, 2 patches. They gave it to us at work. Like they gave out like 1,000 bug out bags. He's like, but check this out. Let me see what's inside. So he pulls out a Caltech Sub 2000 with the extended Freedom Seal holder, right? And I'm like, man, that is awesome. He's like, oh man, da 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 da. So I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, I do the preparedness thing, and I'm like, I really want a lever action. He was like, oh, I got several. This dude had an armory.
You're right.
No, beyond. Like, right. Hey, Rip, fam, to my pew people, it opened my eyes because I don't know if I have a chance. Like, I'm staying in the house the first 2 weeks because this guy, when he told me he had a lever action, he pulled out like 10. Did I tell you?
But see,
Indian feathers.
He's doing it right because people don't know. You wouldn't have suspected that. They didn't come off.
He even said it. Mm-hmm. If we have a civil war, you got to be ready. I was like, what? What makes you think we'll have a civil war? He was like, oh, everything is going on. He's like,
yeah, I get it. That's right.
Anyways, touches off subject.
So don't be broadcasting all your stuff and showing everything and telling everybody and all your next moves and what you're doing. I think that's probably
they're everywhere.
Part of that.
Yeah.
But see, we've been saying for a while, they want us to feel like we are few and far between. We're the
Yeah.
minority, but I think there's way more of us if
Yes.
people realize. TT1 and I are going to do a live soon. I hope he's still in here about some of this, but you know, but then there's that thing that all of us are kind of just out in the
Hmm.
general public and stuff like that, or like you see in patients or things where
Yeah.
I don't really want to say anything because I don't know where
Hmm.
they are. I don't know how they are. Yeah, I kind of feel that
Oh
out.
yeah. I don't know
Um,
anything about anything.
yeah, just
Wow.
I don't know, play dumb. Oh, really? What is that about? I don't know. I do that all the time. People start talking to you in grocery stores and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah. Huckleberry. Hey, when this thing happens, it's gonna happen. Seriously,
Yeah,
I'm really staying in the house. I'm in Texas,
yeah,
so I don't know why I don't know why I've been thinking for so long that like I'm prepared and I'm ready and I'm man. They got the average person is doing like 5 times more than me as far as like pew pews and
yeah. But don't
training
compare
and
yourself to others.
I
I've
know,
always
but I'm
been a
just
person
saying.
about a thing. I know, but I hear people tell me that on my thing all the time, like, I'm behind. I don't have this. I don't have the financial ability, and I just started. So, and I'm like, don't do
Uh,
that because you're far further ahead than you are, and more so than a lot of people. And I
yeah,
asked God, what's your niche? I mean, that's what the big thing about finding your tribe, community, your like-minded, whatever.
yeah,
I'm not big on like I won't, and people go ahead, stomp all over me in the chat about it. I will not be part of some big, humongous, large group. It's like, oh, you have to. No, I don't.
yeah.
I'm gonna have, I'd rather have a handful of absolute, I can sleep in peace, trusted
Right.
than hundreds of people.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, it's just that's just how it is. I mean, look how many people follow Jesus. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have the
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds walking with him.
Right.
And the
Right.
more he kept walking, the smaller the group got. You know what I'm saying?
How about that?
I
Yeah.
mean, that is what it's saying.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm staying in the house. First two
yeah,
weeks.
we got
I'm
to.
I'm not. I'm just staying in the house. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm reading some of y'all's things over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's all kinds of books on GMO Merkel. Fungal pharmacy. There's all kinds of see, Allison. I see a lot of
Appreciate you.
people coming in here. I am sorry I have not directly said hey to you, but I appreciate you and my replay people. My replay gang, I appreciate you guys tremendously. I do. Yeah. Edible, yeah, those little you can get them at Tractor Supply. All those different things, especially if you get them for your area. Tractor Supply, you don't have to get it from there, but mine has them. It's for your region and your location. They're very helpful, and they're already laminated. They come out great pictures and description, and have lookalikes or how you do it if you can eat it raw or cook, different. I'm telling you, put them in your go bags if you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm laughing at Huck. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not laughing at all. I'm in agreement. So we all say amen to that one.
Yeah.
But then he'll be like, really? How about all them farm animals you got?
Yeah, get them.
Hey, that something could happen. Nature happens. They may pass. Gotta have a backup.
Casey. Yeah.
I agree. Guys, I do. I appreciate and I wasn't going to
She's a wildflower.
I'm just gonna, be MIA and go on or something and not say anything. But that's just where I am. I don't know where it leads. God says, gives me a download of something that says, put this out there, I will. But like I said, there's several things I've done before I got to this point. I'm like, they wouldn't even upload it. They would not even upload it. Like, it's just like, cannot continue. It'll be like hours, like 3 hours later, they'll do it. It's sent for review. And they're like, nah, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to be doing?
Uh-huh.
And then when I started getting this feeling, I don't know. And then I was done. I was like, nah, I think this is really it. I got confirmation. And then Josh was like, no. I was like, no, but I got confirmation. You're like, no, you can't go.
For real.
And look, but
You
I'm like,
can't.
well, where you been?
No, you can't.
When
Yeah.
did you can't? Y'all better record this. Somebody make a short out of this. Not we in this together. You pulled me into this seat.
No, man, you got too much. Like
You did too.
no, I just ramble. That's all I do. I get worked up.
I'm up here rambling.
Nah, but like, you know stuff, man.
You know stuff. Don't play that.
Not really.
Y'all better get on the job right now.
See, it's be a difficult case. Huckleberry.
No, I'm just being real. You don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Nah, man, we got to figure something out, fam.
Well,
I don't know. Follow your gut. Do what's best for you and your family. We got to figure something out. There's got to be a way to keep moving forward somehow, some way. Yeah.
I appreciate you, Sheila. Nocturnal schedule. Yeah. A lot of people have been telling, like my dreams have been like crazy.
Really?
Like, I'll be like, what was that? Yeah, really. Like, and I've heard a couple people tell me that, and I've had a couple emails. They're like, man, I've been having some, and I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, no, we will dream things because this is on our mind, or we saw something triggered our movie, we watched something like that. Then, there's other things I don't know. But then I have a peace. I don't feel like even about leaving this. I don't have a sense of being scared or fearful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just I don't have that feeling about any of it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I should, but I don't.
Oh, I know, right? I don't have enough common sense to be scared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the less. Oh, so like even this reminds me. She's a wildflower, and Josh, you and I talked about this a long time ago. We've talked about it a couple of times when, like, if God's like, "All right, come on, drop all your stuff and let's go," and we're like, "No, perhaps." And then there's things even about doing this. It's like, you got to go, and then I think about Lot's wife. If he says go, then I can't turn around and be like, "Well, wait a minute, there are times even sitting in this heat over years, you are like, well, how's Pilgrim and Teresa? And,
I know.
And Jim Markle, she's a wildflower, and Fish Chick's not. How are they doing? Because
seriously,
and we get that. We get that those relationships and that care and concern about each other. And we pray about each other, and we get that connect. We get those bonds.
Yes.
And we'll have that because we've even talked about when things go down, communication goes down, all this goes down, I'll be like, I wonder if they're okay. I wonder how they are over there. I wonder how such and such is. We're going to feel that way. All of us are going to experience that at some point. That's going to come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, we're in the mix. I ain't gonna lie to you. Prepare mentally. I know we've said it 1,000 times, but it means so much more to me now because of where we're at. Preparing mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like practicing for that one basketball game or that one whatever sport you play. Practicing for that one big game that's like down the road, and I see that game getting closer and closer, and the nervousness, getting ready to got to be on my best performance for this game. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah.
See,
Coffee, get out of here.
No, he don't want to hear it, but he wants to say it to me. He was like, send me the link.
Hey, she helped me with traffic lights. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I used to always hold my breath at red lights. Don't ask me why. I don't know. It feels like I'm about to go up in front of the class and give a speech while I'm sitting at a red light.
The whole red light?
Don't ask me.
Yeah. You're going to pass out, Thomas Green.
No, not like that, but like I'll hold my breath. I'll just be sitting there like, how like some people like doing stuff? Like I'm at the red light, I'm watching. I'm just like, okay, it's coming. And she helped me with it. She helped me. Yeah. I don't have that problem anymore. Yeah.
Yes. So your discernment. Yeah, I don't like there are some that I'm like, just yes, things are for real. Like we're in the mix. Things are coming. It's coming. But like I'm not going to do the Miss Sharon. Oh yeah, going over bridges. Remember when we were younger?
See, that's it.
Track and all that.
Yeah.
Just the roof going through yellow lights. I remember all those.
That's it. Yeah. Anxiousness. I don't know.
I guess.
Hey, my dream last night. You're talking about dreams. My dream last night.
Yeah.
It was like some superhero, something I could fly and I had powers and stuff. That was towards the end, but it was scary at first because I didn't realize I was being attacked by these beings. Seriously, I woke up thinking about it. I was being attacked by these. I wasn't watching anything last night that was like that, but I was being attacked by these beings that had all these superpowers.
Right.
And I wasn't able to fight them off. And then something happened as to where like I started to have my superpowers. And when I woke up, the message that I got was, this is where you need to be at. You're not ready. This is where I need you to be at. You need to be further along, more,
Like a warning? Like, hey,
standing stronger.
and
Yeah.
none of us are ever going to be 100% ready.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to be, dependent on God. If you're not of faith, I don't know. See? All of us have our place. Coffee, see?
Yeah.
That's what my thing is. I'm like, Lord, well, how many times have I told you, Josh? I'm just like, I mean, am I even doing anything? Am I helping anybody? Because it kind of almost starts getting where a stagnant feeling about things. And I'm like, am I doing anything? Am I just, up here? Because if I'm not still helping people in some manner, spiritual or not, whatever the list of things I do, then my time needs to be done. I'm not sitting up here to be sitting up here. I don't know. I think we go through that.
Yeah. As a content creator, MD Creekmore, I've been watching him for years.
Oh yeah.
And he had a post. I think it was like a community post.
Yeah.
And I guess he posted it, and I guess like some dude was like, well, with all of this stuff, what do you expect for me to do? And like He's like, okay.
It's like Miss Lisa. That's how he answered that.
It feels like that sometimes.
It does. And we're going to get attacked. We know. I was in this seat. Y'all have no idea in 2.5 years what kind of mess I've put up with. All of us. And if you haven't, it's coming. And I had the same creator early on. It's a big creator told me, he was like, it's coming. Just wait. He's coming. He said, your time's coming. I was like, oh, okay. I don't get in the mix of all. And he's not one of those either. But I was just, and it is true. Enough time you do it, we come up against all kinds of things. And because for a while you're just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna just smooth this over, or please everyone, or make everybody like, hey, I'm not trying to cause a rift with you, and then you're just kind of like, I say it, you do what's best for you,
Yeah.
Just let things go. But MD Creekmore, maybe he's in here lurking. Sometimes he does. Yeah, man. He now he's jumped some people on my in my comments before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows it's just nonsense, and I don't feel like putting up with it. And he'll catch it.
Yeah,
he'll catch it, and he'll let you have it.
He's solid.
He is. Yeah, and a lot of people are like, oh, he's gruff. I'm like, no, he's just real. He's not. He's no nonsense, and I don't have anything but respect for that. Don't be flaky or sugarcoating stuff for just because.
But see,
that's people like that.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying too about the information versus being entertained. You know what I'm saying? Because for that guy to leave that comment like, well, what should we do? And he was like, so you haven't watched any of my videos? What do you say? Like, I got over like so many thousand videos and so books. I got websites. Like, and the guy's like, what are we supposed to? Come on, man.
I've been telling you what to do.
Yeah.
I do. I have that. And it can keep you frustrated. And that is the human part of us. Because I've had people come up me sideways and I'll say, just go through my videos and go, I've already talked about and I've done this. But I'm also, I'm very kind-hearted. Like I have a heart of forgiveness and grace and helping people. But there are people in this world that they want me, and I'll tell them, I am not going to spoon feed you. If you can't do a little bit for yourself, if you want me to spoon feed you this, and I am sitting up here doing this for you, you're not going to make it later on. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to figure your stuff out. I mean, and I know how hateful of me, but I am like that. I'm not doing people. You're not doing people any favors. You have to be that way. So Rip's been having those weird type of dreams also.
That's what it was. Frustration. And I promise you.
I think that's a norm of what's coming. Because I think there's times that we almost feel like enough, or worried about being enough, or doing enough, or can I handle this, or what happens if?
Yeah.
I think that's processing, and we're always thinking, even when not consciously, we're always going through scenarios and our preps and our what ifs and what's coming and what, I think so. Do you think that's so, Rip? I appreciate you, Cigar Forever. Yeah, I do. And I feel very blessed, and I've met wonderful people. God has crossed my path with people I would have never, so many of y'all, I would have never, ever crossed paths with if I wasn't on this platform. I just need to know Thank you, Sunset. I'm glad I'm helping people, and that is my my thing. Is I feel because I feel like I tell you, Josh, all the time, and you got to be careful. You better I say you better be ready
Hmm.
because there's been different times in my life, and I've had to pray like God use me, and He'll be like, Are you sure? Because all right,
Yeah.
I do feel like that, and I feel like that more and more. And so if I'm up here, but then there's that balance of protecting my family
Yes.
on this platform as well. I don't know.
Casey prays for me a lot, y'all. If y'all don't know, she prays for me a lot. For real. She does.
And he
Thank
always
you,
comes out and
Casey.
like, man, I don't want to. I'm like, what I say? Y'all told me to take this. The argument's not with me, Josh. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I mean, there's times, and some of y'all, it's only a screen name. It's just a screen name that had anything to do with it. And sometimes somebody's name of my subs or somebody I've seen on here will come to my mind really heavy. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, I don't know what's going on with them, but you know what's going on, please. And I will pray for y'all. I tell y'all that all the time, and I'm very serious. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I do I do that all the time. He's so funny.
Yardbirds. I enjoy it. Appreciate you,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dreams. I've had dreams that I've been like, and I'm like, was that a warning? Is that what was that? What was that all of a sudden? You know,
Yeah.
I've had some dreams. Thank you,
Yeah,
everyone.
man.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Charmaine. Say I'm way behind. I appreciate you guys. Truly, I do. And that means a lot. And I do thank God, thank you for working through me to work with these people and knowledge things I've done and career and school and upbringing and all that I can share that. And then always I appreciate
Yes.
you guys.
All right, man. I'm gonna go finish
Yeah, I need
pressure
a rest.
washing the
I
driveway.
appreciate you guys. And I'll keep you
Where you going?
don't you worry about what I'm doing over here.
No. All right, all right, all right. See how it happens, y'all? No, I'm going through the driveway. This is your stream. Yeah.
I'm done. I'm quarter for an hour. Get out of here. All right, guys. Hey, look, I love all of you. I thank you tremendously. I will be around. Things may be different. I don't know. I got to figure it out. But I appreciate all you guys. Keep doing the things, no matter what. Even don't tell anybody. Just do it. What you're, like, say in prayer. Josh, I appreciate you always. Miss Sharon, all my
Absolutely.
mods, all my subs. I love you guys, and I will see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. I appreciate you.
Be safe, fam.
Bye.